In the cold darkness of space, planet Epsilon 9 floated silently. Covered in ice and forgotten by time, it held a secret no one remembered. For thousands of years, no ship had landed there, until now. A Xarnak scout team, searching for ancient technology, arrived on the frozen world. They were tall, insect-like aliens, proud and cruel rulers of the galaxy. As they explored deep under the ice, their scanners picked up something strange: metal structures, still giving off weak signals. They found a massive underground facility, sealed tight, untouched for centuries. Inside, everything was dark, until one of them touched a control panel. Suddenly, lights flickered on. Machines woke up. A deep voice echoed through the chambers. Unit Archaios, reactivating. The aliens stepped back in fear. They didn't know what they had just awakened. The voice spoke again, slower this time. Human core? Online. Panic spread among the Xarnak team. Everyone in the galaxy believed humans were extinct, destroyed long ago in their final wars. But now, a signal was sent out from the base into deep space. The message was clear. Humanity is waking up. And far away, something ancient began to move. The giant was no longer sleeping. The signal from Epsilon 9 reached the Xarnak High Command within hours. In their capital, a dark fortress floating in space, the leaders gathered in fear. They played the recording again and again. A human AI, still active? Impossible. Humans were gone. Wiped out. Or so they believed. High General Scar, leader of the Xarnak fleets, slammed his clawed fist on the table. "Destroy it," he hissed. "Burn the planet. Nothing must survive." But the scholars warned him. If humans were waking up, others might follow. The stories were clear. Humans were dangerous, unpredictable, and unstoppable when united. Across the galaxy, old enemies of the Empire listened carefully. They had suffered under Xarnak rule for centuries. Now they saw a glimmer of hope. If humans truly returned, maybe the Xarnak could finally fall. Back on Epsilon 9, the AI Archaios finished repairing the ancient systems. Deep underground, frozen chambers unlocked. Inside them, hidden away for 500 years, slept Earth's last soldiers. One by one, cryopods hissed open. A voice whispered through the base. Return protocol activated. And high above the stars, far beyond the Xarnak's control, a human war satellite came back online, its lights glowing red. The Empire had watched, but now something was watching them. Deep beneath the surface of Epsilon 9, the ancient human facility had come alive. Lights glowed softly. Machines moved for the first time in centuries. The AI, Archaios, was running the final phase of an old plan, the return protocol. In a large chamber, rows of cryopods lined the walls. Inside them were soldiers, scientists, and leaders, Earth's last hope, frozen during the final days of the human empire. Now the ice cracked. One pod hissed open. Captain Ilara Voss gasped as her lungs filled with air. Her eyes opened slowly. Confused, cold, and weak, she looked around. The world she knew was gone. "Where am I?" she whispered. Archaios greeted her. "Welcome back, Captain. Humanity needs you." As more humans awoke, they listened to the truth. Earth was lost. The galaxy belonged to the Xarnak now, but not for long. The return protocol was designed for this moment, to bring humanity back when the time was right. Elara stood, shaky but determined. If they rule the stars now, then we take them back. Above Epsilon 9, ancient defense systems powered up. Satellites realigned. A hidden fleet began to awaken in deep space. The sleeping army was rising. Captain Ilara Voss walked through the control room of the ancient base, her boots echoing on the metal floor. Her team was awake now. Soldiers, pilots, engineers, confused but loyal. They listened as Archaios explained everything: the fall of Earth, the rise of the Xarnak Empire, and the forgotten plan to return. "We were meant to sleep until the time was right," Elara said. I guess that time is now. Suddenly, alarms blared. A fleet of Sarnak warships had entered Epsilon 9's orbit. The enemy had come to erase the last trace of humanity. But Alara wasn't afraid. She activated the ancient defense grid. Massive rail cannons hidden in the mountains turned toward the sky. Swarms of drones launched from underground silos, and the starship Aegis Prime, once the pride of Earth's fleet, began to rise from its hidden hangar. The Sarnak commander laughed when he saw the human signal. They are waking up, just to die again. Moments later, his entire fleet was in flames. Alara watched from the command bridge, her eyes cold. "Let the galaxy know," she said. "Humanity is back." And across space, the message spread like fire. They've returned, and they're angry. The destruction of the Sarnak fleet near Epsilon 9 shook the galaxy. For the first time in centuries, the Empire had tasted defeat, and it came from the one enemy they believed was gone forever: humans. Across dozens of star systems, whispers began to spread. On slave planets and mining colonies, oppressed alien species heard the news. Some wept, some prayed, and some began to fight back. Captain Alara Voss saw the change. Messages poured in from rebels and resistance leaders from different worlds. "Help us," they begged. "Lead us." But the Sarnak were not done yet. They sent a terrifying weapon, a planet killer, large enough to destroy entire worlds, toward Epsilon 9. It was meant to end humanity's return before it truly began. Alara didn't run. She launched a counterstrike. Human drones, satellites, and warships intercepted the massive weapon mid-flight. Instead of destroying it, they hacked it, turned it, and took control. Now the most powerful weapon in the galaxy belonged to her. Standing aboard the floating weapon, Alara activated its systems and looked at the stars. "It's time," she said. "Let's show them what fear really feels like." The spark had become a flame. Rebellion had begun. The Sarnak Empire was bleeding. Their fleets had suffered defeat after defeat. Their slaves were rising. Their enemies were uniting. But even in their final hour, the Sarnak would not surrender. From their hidden core world, they launched a final assault. A massive invasion fleet carrying their deadliest weapons, elite warriors, and dark science. Their goal: crush the humans before the rebellion could spread further. Captain Alara Voss knew they were coming. She gathered her forces: human warships, allied alien fleets, and advanced AI systems. The sky above Epsilon 9 became a battlefield of fire and chaos. Explosions lit up space as ancient human tech clashed with brutal alien power. On the ground, human sentinels fought side by side with rebel aliens. Even children of former slaves picked up weapons to defend their freedom. In orbit, Alara boarded the Sarnak command ship during the final battle. There she came face to face with Overlord Scar, the Empire's supreme leader. He snarled, "You were extinct." Alara raised her weapon. "No, we were sleeping." As the battle raged outside, she gave him a choice: surrender or vanish. And for the first time in history, a Sarnak bowed before a human. But the war wasn't over. Not yet. The war was over. The Sarnak Empire had fallen. Their ships were destroyed, their leaders captured or gone, and their cruel rule shattered across the galaxy. The final battle became legend. Stories of humans, fought extinct, returning from the ashes to change everything. Captain Alara Voss stood before a gathering of free species on the ruins of the old Sarnak capital. Aliens who were once enemies now stood together as allies. She did not claim victory for humans alone. "This is not the rise of a new empire," she said. "This is the birth of something better." She proposed the formation of a galactic council, where every species would have a voice. A new system built on freedom, not fear. And for the first time, the galaxy listened. Humanity didn't return as conquerors. They returned as protectors. Back on Earth, the process of healing had begun. The planet was quiet, but alive. Terraforming systems repaired the land. Old cities were rebuilt. A small transport landed near a green field. A young child stepped out, her feet touching Earth's soil for the first time in centuries. She looked at the sky and smiled. Humanity was never gone, she whispered. Just asleep.